Hi everybody, my name is Rhys, Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates.
And my name is Taylor Green. I thought you forgot your name then.
I think so. I did stumble on that. I was meant to say welcome back to Taylor Green. I kind of got a bit confused as to where that would sit, and then you said your name. So yeah, welcome back, Taylor Green.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's been lovely to recharge the batteries. I've been off for the last week, so it's yeah, spent a bit of time with the family. It's been lovely. It's been really nice.
I know. I'm off. You have to prepare yourselves, guys. I'm off for a fortnight in October, so there might not be any videos for 2 weeks. We'll see. Depends on what we can get coming up.
You're not allowed.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. Okay, I'm not allowed to be off in October. So this is your patient, this first one?
Yes, this is my patient. You can see we've got a lot of dense cilia, which is the hair in the ear, which you can see at the entrance here. But we've also got a very dry plug of a mixture of skin, or keratin and wax. So you'll see the wax in a second, a little bit deeper into the ear. But we've got the standard size Zollner tube here. You can see this is really adhered and sort of almost velcroed to the ear canal here.
That's a good analogy, that.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's a good analogy.
It's really stuck. So what we're doing here, we're just trying to get a suction grip, because it's quite tricky to get suction grip on these dry pieces. But I'm just gently giving it a little wiggle, and you can see it here now. It's already starting to peel away gently. And we're quite lucky here that this is actually the only piece that is stuck to the ear canal. And it can be a real pain when they're like,
oh, they're stuck all the way down. Yeah, I think I put one similar to that on a video a couple of weeks ago, where the chaps, he always comes every 3 months, and the keratin layer on the outside gets really thick. Oh, it's on the move.
Yes, go on its way out. We do swap tools in a second, because I'm actually struggling to get a suction grip. Now, sometimes with there's like this little tiny piece here that was right in front of the camera. With me trying to suction that would have started clarinetting, so that would have started making that horrible, shrill sort of screeching noise. Yeah. You know, which as soon as that happens, we have to come straight out.
You can see a dry layer under there, can't you?
So you can see we had the crocodile forceps here that gently take that out, and look how nice and healthy that's looking afterwards.
That's a very shiny eardrum, that one. Looking shiny. Perfect. So... just under an inch.
You can see the ruler's kind of sticking up in the ear.
It is a little bit there.
I think the suction machine was kind of on top of the ruler on the one side.
This is my patient. So you guys wanted us to do a video about irrigation. You had lots and lots of questions about irrigation and about the procedure as well. So what this one is, this is actually a young lady that came through, and we had to use a combination, which I'm finding I use quite often these days now, is a combination between irrigation and microsuction. So you can see this very thick clay type of wax, super sticky stuff as well.
The type that blocks the tube.
Oh, this is a nightmare type of wax. I mean, most waxes you can get away with microsuction, but when it's this kind of, you can see it's all just getting sucked inside the tube, and as much as you can put olive oil in there to get sucked up and line the tube, it still blocks it up. So you do tend to have to clean the tube quite often. We've got little tube cleaners that come inside the packets of the tube, so you can clean those through. But it's on its way out. Nice big chunky piece of wax, that one. In relation to the size of the ear canal, it's quite a big old piece of wax. This was actually the better ear as well. The lady didn't realise she had a problem. But if you take a look at the eardrum here, you can see it's just wax everywhere. So this is what we do when we irrigate. So we gently rinse the ear canal with some body temperature water. And you're not going to see a tremendous amount coming out on this. Stay tuned for the second ear, because you do see a lot more coming out in the second ear. But I just wanted to demonstrate where it's useful, because you guys had lots of questions about this. So you could see there was lots of really sticky wax still stuck everywhere in the ear canal there. So we're just irrigating very gently. And you can see that was only literally a few seconds. You'd spend a longer time in the bath or shower with water in your ear than you would with that irrigation. So you can see it's gently rinsed all that away, looking much better. Now the second ear canal here, you can see is a very soft clay type wax as well.
Dark as well.
Yeah, it's been in there a little while. So the lady actually had a bath, and she'd when she got out, her ear was completely blocked. Now we can see there's a little bit of keratin stuck just on the viewer's right-hand side, it's on our left-hand side. We're just working our way down this plug as well. Guys, don't forget, if you do enjoy these videos, you can always like, share, heart, follow, and subscribe. And what do they do if they have ear problems, Mr. Taylor Green?
You can click on the link in our bio, which will send you to our website, and you can give us a call and book in with either myself or the superb
Oh,
Mr. Rhys Barber.
that was a good one.
Hey.
Wasn't expecting that. You broadsided me there,
been-
Mr. Taker.
You've been reading the dictionary on the week off.
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus.
So you can see that we've got right down on the eardrum, but you can see it's this very thick, sticky type wax stuck all over the eardrum down there. It's not really wanting to budge very easily.
We've noticed some comments about people saying, you know, can we see irrigation from the inside?
Watch this.
Oh.
Look at those pieces. What I've tried to do is magnify it up. I tried to find the best way of showing you this, guy. So obviously we've blurred it out just for patient confidentiality. But what you can see is keep an eye. Look at all those pieces coming out here. Now we've slowed this down. So I think we were irrigating. Look at that. There's some good chunky pieces coming out there. Now we slowed this video down just to try and make it easier for you guys to see what's coming out. That's all we're doing here is making a gentle side-to-side motion. The water is being pumped in. The pressure of the machine is very, very low. And after that, you can see it is cleaned that ear canal really, really well. No redness, no irritation in there as well. So absolutely fine. That was
perfect.
That was a nice one, wasn't it? That was a good
really
one. Well, I forgot to do the measurement now. That's our new ruler, 1/4 inch. Well, actually, I could say 3/16 of an inch on that one.
I would say that's about just over 1/2 centimetre. Yeah.
Now, I think this is a video. This is your inferior camera.
Oh, this is
I
the
found
older
this.
one.
I'd edited this ages and ages ago, and I found this in a folder. We've never used it, so I put it in. So this is it
So
should be the last of the inferior cameras.
So this is probably a very old video.
This is
that
probably
from
years and
quite
years and
ago.
years old. I'd imagine this video is.
But we'll try and talk through it. Going back to the irrigation again, sorry, there's we've seen a couple of comments saying, can we see what irrigation is like from the inside of the ear? The answer is no, unfortunately. You're not going to be able to see anything at all because that water's just going to be rushing over the camera, and you're just not going to see anything. So it's not doable, unfortunately.
If you have ever seen one of our videos where we've hit a patch of olive oil going into the ear canal and it just all distorts and blurs, it would be that, but probably 100 times worse. So you wouldn't be able to see it. But let me know if that shot from the outside is okay for you guys to see. Now, I can slow the video down a little bit more, but you do tend to find it looks a bit weird because you can't really see the flow of the water. So I think that's a good halfway house. I think standard speed would do quick, you'd miss everything. But yeah, just let me know if that's okay for you guys, because I wrap my brains out as the best way to do that for you. And if you do want to see more of them, let me know in the comment section. That would be absolutely fantastic. We are going to do a little bit more of an explainer video on irrigation, because you guys had so many questions about irrigation. It comes up in the comment section quite a bit, and you know, there's a lot of comments about, you know, is it safe? You know, some audiologists recommend it, some audiologists don't recommend it. Well, what is the correct answer? It is actually on the wax removal list as far as the audiology guidelines are concerned, so there's no issue with doing it. It's one of those things that is out there at the moment, and lots of practitioners still use it. So yeah, I think it's got its place in the microsuction menagerie of tools, of things, procedures. I've talked all the way over your video. I'm so sorry, Taylor.
I was going to say, look how look how narrow.
That's tiny, isn't it?
You can see I'm having to actually push the ear open with the suction tube here just to get inside. Really sort of bendy canal, this one. So it's actually coming out okay for us at the moment, and we're kind of lucky this is quite soft, because when the plugs get really hard with these narrow ear canals, it just becomes a little bit more tricky, really, to get these out.
So the worst ones I always find is the narrow canal where the patient hasn't used any oil because it blocks up their canal, but the canal opens out like this one does, and then it's hardened into that shape. They are a nightmare to get out.
So you can see just how long this wax is and how deep into the ear it's going. It's not completely occluding in the ear, but it's just stretching almost the whole length of the ear canal. So we're just tidying up the front entrance.
Oh, that was a good move.
Yeah, you can see we may be lucky here. I think this might actually break away.
A lot of the time they'll move down the canal, but when they get to this entrance, that's when it becomes really tough, because the entrance will, because it's so full. It's not sort of what's the best way? It's not really narrow, is it? It's more kind of folded over the cartilage, so it creates a narrow entrance, and that's always difficult because as you start to pull the wax through, you're holding the side of the canal open using either the endoscope or the microsuction tube in this case. So as you're pulling this out, when you get past the point where you're holding it open, the canal collapses down around the plug, which is what's sort of happened there. Sometimes it pinches it, which is why things happened in that one.
Sometimes if we're free, which is very rare.
Very rare, we're all free at the same time.
And if we get something like this, we'll get a third hand, and we'll actually get somebody to hold the ear open while we're doing it.
And that does make a big difference. It does. Yeah, really I had a patient like that recently, and Claire, who's doing some training with us at the moment. You may well see Claire appearing in some of the videos a bit later on. She's not quite fully trained yet, but she's doing some training with us on certainly on irrigation anyway. And what you'll find, she came in and helped me out with one the other day, and she was sort of holding the ear canal. It made a massive difference. Yeah,
it does really make a big difference. I've sometimes had some patients, like family members, doing it as well if they've come in with a family.
Yeah, well, the patient themselves sometimes can reach over and kind of pull it up, can't they? Yeah, it does happen.
So yeah, you can see we've cleared the ear canal. Eardrum is in view in the distance, so we're just tidying up some of these little pieces that are left around the outer part of the ear canal.
Oh, there we go. I think you've got to have a good look.
Yeah, try not to get any olive oil on the camera.
Oh, I know. There was a lot in that ear canal, wasn't there? There was tons in there. But it looks lovely and healthy now anyway.
You can see how bendy it is. Like that eardrum actually sort of was, well, quite a prominent recess really in that,
yes,
that
it was.
ear canal. And look at that mass that came out the ear canal. It's a centimetre and a half.
Half an inch, guys. There we are. That's huge. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching our video again today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, let me know in the comments section whether the irrigation was good for you to see, and if you want to see more of it, and if it was the right way to present it, I suppose. Yeah, as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another, and myself, and the splendiferous Mr. Taylor Green. Is that what? I don't know. We'll see you again for the next video. Okay, bye, guys.